Our story opens in Morocco. Four figures walk through the desert, tired, armed, and alert. This isn't their first mission. This is Andy, Booker, Joe, and Nikki, and they are more than just mercenaries. Andy, whose full name is Andromache of Scythia, is the oldest among them, played brilliantly by Charlize Theron. She's been alive for thousands of years. Her face is calm, cold, but her eyes, they carry the weight of centuries. They meet Copley, a former CIA agent, who hires them to rescue a group of kidnapped girls in South Sudan. It sounds simple. Get in, get the hostages, get out. The team accepts, but Andy senses something strange. Night falls. They enter the building, and then it happens. A rain of bullets tears them down. Their bodies fall lifeless on the floor. But here's the first shocking twist. One by one, they heal. Bullets push themselves out of their bodies, wounds close up like nothing ever happened. They rise again, unstoppable, angry, and deadly. What follows is a brutal fight scene where they wipe out every single attacker with military precision. But when the dust settles, Andy discovers a hidden camera. This was a trap. Someone has discovered their secret. A former CIA agent, Copley, set them up to capture proof of their immortality. And here lies the first major conflict. The world now knows about them, and someone powerful is coming for them. Before we proceed any further, wait, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, because here we tell stories like no one else does. Today we're taking a deep plunge into a film that blends explosive action, heartbreaking drama, and one of the most unique premises in modern cinema: the Old Guard. Now let's get back to the story. While the team tries to stay in hiding, we cut to a completely different storyline. A young U.S. Marine named Niall Freeman serving in Afghanistan. During a raid, she is killed in action, or so it seems. Her throat is slit, she dies on the field. But then she wakes up in the military tent completely healed. Everyone stares at her in fear. Her friends are confused, even terrified. How can a dead soldier be walking again? This is where the movie takes an emotional turn. Niall is confused, terrified, and her own squad now sees her as something unnatural. This is where fate intervenes. Andy feels a dream, a psychic connection, letting her know a new immortal has been born. She tracks Niall down, kidnaps her, and explains the truth. You can't die now. You are one of us. At first, Niall resists. She wants her old life back. But Andy takes her on a journey, across countries, across centuries, telling her about the Old Guard, about their purpose, and about their pain. Niall learns the price of immortality. Everyone she loves will eventually die, and she will keep going. Their purpose is to protect humanity, even when humanity fears or hates them. And one day, without warning, their healing will stop, and they will finally die. On the plane, Andy shares the most tragic story of all. Quinn. Hundreds of years ago, during the witch trials, Quinn was captured. The villagers locked her inside an iron coffin and threw it into the sea. And since she is immortal, she has been drowning over and over for centuries, dying, waking up, and dying again, forever. This haunting story makes Niall question everything. Is this a gift from God or a curse? And more importantly, does she even want this life? Meanwhile, the villain of the story is revealed. Stephen Merrick, the CEO of a powerful pharmaceutical company. He learns about the immortals from Copley, who believes that studying them could save millions of lives. But Merrick doesn't want to save lives. He wants to profit from immortality, no matter the cost. He sends a strike team to capture Andy's crew. Meanwhile, Joe and Nikki are taken to Merrick Pharmaceuticals' high-security headquarters in London. And this is where the nightmare begins. They're strapped down like lab rats. Their immortality no longer a secret, but a spectacle for scientists. Every wound they heal from is studied, every piece of tissue taken, their pain turned into data. Back on the outside, Niall is piecing the puzzle together, and then comes the gut punch. She discovers that it was Booker, one of their own, who sold the team out. By the time she learns the truth, it's already too late. Booker and Andy have been captured and dragged to Merrick's lab, strapped down beside Joe and Nikki, their lives now hanging by a thread. But something unexpected happens. Copley, the man who set them up, finally sees Merrick for who he really is. This isn't about saving lives. This is about greed, about control, about keeping the team locked up and tortured forever just to protect corporate secrets. And this is where Niall steps up. She confronts Copley face to face and in a tense moment convinces him to switch sides. With his help, she finally tracks the team down to London. Then comes one of the most intense and satisfying moments of the entire movie. Niall storms Merrick's headquarters, guns blazing, taking out guards, smashing through security, and breaking into the lab where the rest of the team is being held. One by one, she frees them, and for the first time, the old guard stands united again, angry, unstoppable, and ready to bring the fight to Merrick. What follows is an epic, bloody battle across corridors, labs, and rooftops. The old guard shows no mercy, using centuries of combat experience to cut through Merrick's army. The final confrontation between Andy and Merrick is brutal. Andy, now fully mortal, fights with everything she has left. In a shocking final move, Niall tackles Merrick out of a window, and they plummet to their deaths. But Niall survives thanks to her immortality. Merrick dies on impact. But Booker must pay for his betrayal. The team decides to exile him for 100 years. It's not revenge. It's a chance for him to find redemption. Niall finally accepts her new family and her purpose. She may have lost her old life, but she has gained something far greater, a destiny. Just when the credits roll, the movie gives us one final twist, a post-credits scene. But just when we think it's over, the movie drops a chilling post-credit twist. Quinn, the lost immortal, is back. After centuries of drowning, she is free, and the look in her eyes hints that the next chapter will be even darker. Her words are chilling. We have a lot to talk about. This ending sets up a darker, more intense sequel, one that promises revenge, reunion, and maybe even war. And that, my friends, is The Old Guard, a story about immortality, love, betrayal, and redemption. If you were in Niall's shoes, would you accept this new life or fight to stay mortal? Tell me in the comments below. I want to know your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Hollywood Wireline with the bell icon so you don't miss our deep dive into the sequel when it drops.